Power is silent. The strongest minds don't argue, they don't explain, they execute, they listen, adapt, and then they strike. In a world that screams for attention, the one who moves quietly wins. Today I'll teach you how to dominate without ever raising your voice, using 5 laws of power backed by ancient wisdom and modern science. If you master this, you'll stop reacting and start commanding. If they can't predict you, they can't stop you. A 2014 study published in Psychological Science shows that people's uncertainty about your goals makes them more cautious and less likely to interfere. In relationships, careers, or negotiation, when people don't know your endgame, they can't counter it. Eastern philosophy, Lao Tzu once said, "He who knows does not speak, he who speaks does not know." The owl is silent, it watches everything, waiting, analyzing. Then it strikes once, decisively, powerfully, when it matters the most. In business, don't pitch your big idea until it's ready. In relationships, observe more than you reveal. In sports, don't telegraph your move, set the trap. Do I gain anything by sharing this now, or do I gain power by waiting until the outcome is undeniable? If you break this law, you'll invite sabotage. People will poke holes, they'll compete early. If you follow it, you gain quiet leverage, you become unpredictable. Repeat this mantra: I move in silence. My results speak louder than my words ever will. The more you speak, the more ordinary you seem. Say less, sound smarter. Say little, seem stronger. The Harvard Business Review found that in negotiations, those who used fewer words had a greater perception of authority and control. The tiger doesn't growl until it's about to attack. Pause. Let silence settle. Let them talk. You only speak when it's strategic, not emotional. The Stoics believed in logic over emotion, thinking before speaking. In relationships, don't explain your value, show it. At work, speak with clarity and intent, not to fill the air. When you talk too much, you leak power. People learn your weaknesses. When you say less, you become enigmatic. People lean in when you finally speak. Before you speak, ask yourself, does this build authority or drain it? Talk doesn't change minds, results do. According to psychologist Jonathan Haidt, people form beliefs emotionally and then justify them logically, meaning arguments almost never work. At work, don't argue over credit, just outperform everyone. In relationships, don't say you've changed, become change. The silverback gorilla leads not by yelling, but through presence, confidence, and calm power. Words are smoke, action is fire. I don't convince, I construct, I don't prove, I produce. When you apply this, you shut down critics without confrontation. You win through presence, not persuasion. My grind is louder than your opinion. Everyone has a pressure point. If you find it, you control the board. Neuroscience research on the amygdala shows that emotional triggers bypass rational thinking, controlling behavior without conscious awareness. Sun Tzu wrote, "Know your enemy and know yourself, and you will win 100 battles." In a negotiation, understand the other person's fear or need. In a relationship, identify emotional patterns, not to manipulate, but to influence wisely. In competition, sense where they break, then protect your own cracks. The snake is patient and studies before it strikes. What does this person fear? What does this person need? What leverage does that give me? If you use it respectfully, you influence without force. If you ignore it, you operate blindly, reacting instead of strategizing. I observe. I adapt. I apply pressure with precision. Those who can't adapt, break. Those who flow, dominate. Evolution favors adaptability. In modern psychology, cognitive flexibility is a core trait of high performers. Greek philosopher Quietest said, "The only constant is change." The octopus blends in, escapes traps, and reshapes to any situation. In career, be multi-skilled. In love, evolve with your partner, not past them. In life, reinvent yourself before life forces you to. What's the new terrain? What's no longer serving me? What shape must I become to succeed here? Adaptation is power. Rigidity is death. I am not fixed. I become what the moment requires. You don't need noise to lead. You don't need approval to grow. Power belongs to those who master themselves in silence. Comment below. I move in silence. Conceal your intentions. Say less than necessary. Win through action. Know their pressure points. Be formless. Like this video if you felt that shift in your mindset. Subscribe for weekly drops on strategic thinking, mental warfare, and real-world power plays. Apply this today. Don't overshare your plans. Cut 20% of your daily words. Focus on silent progress, study people, adapt your routine. You don't need permission to level up, you just need discipline and a quiet fire.